because I think you kind of flip the script there. It's almost like, so the crime was the rape, but actually the story is the father trying to get consequences. I love that word that you use in the movie, the consequences. You need to know there need to be consequences.
And what are those consequences? It, I mean, that's something I love to explore. I've done a lot of research on the death penalty, and I've always thought to myself, in studies, that is that really a consequence? I mean, it's certainly an option
Yeah.
for many states. Eye for an eye is like, this is the way it's going to go, man. And but I did explore with that story. I want, because again, you are looking at a rapist, and you're looking at a father, and if you kind of delve into the character of the father a little bit, you probably get to understand that he's probably not a very good person either, and that this is going to probably not going to end very well. um, but what it came to, initially, when I started writing the dialogue, essentially it was a monologue at that point about consequences and about trauma
Mhm.
and about, what are these consequences, and he goes through them and uses examples of what trauma could be.
Do you understand trauma?
What?
Trauma, trauma.
Like, like in football when they get hit in the.
Like that?
And but when getting to the ending was wasn't a trick. I mean, there's a lot of writers who love to make a surprise twist for the sake of having a surprise twist. And sometimes I think they're fine. Sometimes I'm like, that's just a trick. And anybody could have written that. In fact, there was a complete alternate ending to Bug Tussle that we should talk about one time. But what you have to look at whose story is Tutu Grande. I mean, is it the rapist? Is it the father? Who's growing? Who's changing in that story? And that's when I consciously went, the father, probably under any other circumstance or any other time of this circumstance, we pretty probably pretty sure what this man's going to do. This is going to be something that he's going to have a pretty violent response to. But that didn't interest me so much. What interested me was, how could he possibly grow from this? And not only grow as himself, from experiencing trauma himself, how could he actually help the young man truly understand